can be a it can be an online version or a digitized version of a printed book, or it can be a born digital book, right? Which you can access using your electronic gadgets, like you do have tablets with you, you do have Kindle, or maybe even using your smartphones, right? Apart from that ebooks, we have also access to various e-journals and academic databases. When we talk about the e-journals and academic databases, e-journal can be, this e-journal is also known as the scholarly journal or electronic journal. This is basically a periodical which contains articles that have been written by experts in a particular field of study. And these articles are basically, scrutinized. These are basically peer reviewed articles. By peer reviewed articles, I mean to say that these articles are analyzed, these articles are reviewed, these articles are scrutinized by peers, by experts who are having a deep knowledge of their subject. And yes, of course, the target audience of these e-journals or scholarly journals are academic community, like students, scholars, faculty members, PhD scholars, postdoc scholars, etc. And when we talk about these academic databases consist of basically these ebooks, which are again peer-reviewed books, and these e-journals, these periodical publications, or maybe they sometimes contain research reports or other primary sources of information. So here the question arises, I have often heard students saying that when we have access to, major these search engines, like the one of the most popular search engine, that is Google or Yahoo, when we have access to these search engines, why we even need to access these academic databases? So I would like to tell you that these academic databases are completely different from your normal search engines. Like if we talk about the Google, which is the most popular search engine, that Google, it works on some, a mechanism, like it do have some computer programs, it works on some algorithms where it searches the web, or it crawls the web and tries to identify the items or tries to identify the information which is actually similar to the information that or to the key terms or to the search terms that have been entered by a user, right? But again, you will come to know that these search engines like Google search engine or Yahoo search engine, whenever you are doing some kind of a research or whenever you want to read some good papers, and you make use of these search engines, and when you give your search term or your key term using these search engines, you will come across with lot of information. Maybe sometimes you're interested in a research like cell biology or plant cell or animal cell. What you do, you simply enter a key term or a search term in the search bar of a Google search engine, and you will come across with a lot of information. You will be flooded with a lot of information. Basically, maybe sometimes you will come across around 20,000 articles or maybe around 10,000 articles. But if we talk about these 20,000 articles that have been harvested because of your search term or your search query, these 20,000 articles, for a human, it's like impossible. Humanly, it's not possible to read, first of all, these 20,000 or 10,000 articles. And these 10,000 articles may be relevant to your search query, or it may be irrelevant to your search query. And apart from that, if we talk about these 10,000 search results or 20,000 search results, 15,000 maybe such kind of results that are simply available, that are not available to you, that may be available in a closed form. For that you have to pay a hefty amount, or those are closed access, I can say, or they will be prompted with a message that you need to subscribe to these resources, and you are left with maybe some 5,000 or 10,000 again, or 6,000 journals or 6,000 information resources which you find, very relevant to your research. But again, the problem is with the accessibility. Maybe you will find them in a closed way, and you're not able to access this, so you will be left with only, some kind of a material that is not even relevant to you, but you are bound to actually, cite those articles or read those articles which may be very irrelevant, or which may be very, those articles that are having no credibility, that are having no relevance or reliability with regard to your maybe research or with regard to your search query. So you are left with these only 5,000 articles which may be trash. So what happens when you are, bound to read these trash articles which you have harvested through the Google or normal search engine process? So you, what happens? Gigo happens. Gigo is simply garbage in and garbage out. It means you read garbage and you are able to produce garbage. So good research, a quality research never happens when you, go through normal search engines, be it Google or some other kind of a search engine. These search engines are actually useful just to have a little bit background information of some subject, or for general purpose, like if you want to have some statistics related information, or statistics related information generated by a government organization, or reading some good newspapers. But for scholarly community, always it is recommended that one should go for the academic databases. Why? Because these academic databases consist of information that are much more reliable, because these academic databases consist articles that are already peer reviewed, and they contain, relevant results, because they come up with a lot of options, lot of filters which you can use just to narrow down your search, or which you can use to filter the search, or you can just, refine your search. And by the help of these filters, you'll be able to get relevant results and reliable results, and the credibility of the article is remains always intact when we talk about these academic databases. And apart from that, credibility, reliability, and relevance is accessibility, because when you make use of these academic databases, the articles are accessible to you. You will never come across with an option, like this is a closed access. If your library is subscribing to that database, or is your library is subscribing to that journal or ebook, you will always be able to access that information resource which is reliable, which is credible, which is authentic, and which is, much more relevant. And apart from that accessibility, you do not have to you don't need to pay anything, because these academic databases, in order to subscribe these databases, a hefty amount is paid, and this is paid by your university. You do not have to pay anything, so your access becomes in a way free to you, right? So this is the major difference why we make use of academic databases rather than to go for the normal search engines. Because like I said, I have often, see people saying that there are a lot of information resources available which are very relevant to the research scholars, which are very relevant to the students, but they are not able to access them. Why? Again, because they are finding them in a closed access. So at that time, they come to the library, they come to the librarian and seek their help. That why is it that they are not able to access these particular journals or particular piece of information? If they would have gone, through normal, through some platform, like through these academic databases, not only these articles would have popped up on their screen, rather than much more, far more relevant articles have popped up on their screen, and they would have been able to access these, high quality journals, high quality information sources. So as a librarian, I always encourage academic community, especially students, PG students, scholars, just to make use of these academic databases. These contain much more reliable information. They contain peer reviewed information. So rather than, searching your information through normal Google search, or maybe some other academic search engines like Google Scholar, please make use of these academic databases, right? Because if you read good papers, you'll be able to produce good papers, like they said. Otherwise, gigo happens, garbage in and garbage out. So in order to avoid that reading trash thing, so always go for these academic databases. And yes, UK has subscription to various academic databases, popular academic databases, reliable academic databases, like we do have Emerald Publishing with us, Oxford University Press, which is a brand name in the scholarly publishing, Taylor and Francis Group, JSTOR, Journal Storage, and other databases as well, like Springer Link. We have access to journals and articles from the Springer Link, which is one of the leading global scientific, publishers. We do have access to articles via Wiley database, Taylor and Francis books, IOP, Institute of Physics, Economic Outlook, etc. So if you want to access these resources, you can access our e-resources just sitting at your own home. For that, you just need to access our website first. We have also maintained our library website. In order to access our library website, you need to first visit main website of Central University of Kashmir using any browser, be it Chrome or any other browser. At the search bar, you can just type www.cukashmir.ac.in. Once you will type this address in the address bar, this is the basically the search interface homepage of our main website, that is the Central University of Kashmir. At the top, you can see an icon is already there, library icon. Once you click on this library icon, you will be directed to our library homepage. This is the homepage of our library. It looks like this. And at the left hand side of the panel, you can see quick links are there. We have given quick links to our various collection, like library catalog, ebook collection, online databases, and remote access facility, interlibrary loan service, and other services, right? So the most important thing here is the remote access icon, right? So once you click on this remote access icon, you will be redirected to our remote access interface page, right? So with the help of this interface, you will be able to access our e-resources, be it e-books, e-journals, reports, conference papers, etc., that we are subscribing to. You will be able to access these e-resources within just sitting at your own homes. You do not have to be on campus in order to access these e-resources. And this interface is available in two versions. One is the desktop. That means you can access our e-resources using your desktop, using your laptop. And we have another version available with us, that is the mobile interface. Like, you can also download this app on your mobile as well. Simply, if you're using Android phones, you have to go to the Play Store. It's also available for Mac users. If we talk about the Android users, you can go to the Play Store. You can just download Nimbus app, KNIMBUS, Nimbus app there. Once you download the app, or once you just download this app, you will be prompted to sign in, and you will be prompted to give your login credentials. And these login credentials you can have from your library, right? That is the username and the password. By having the username and the password, you will be able to access our e-library, right? So this is basically the search interface, or the home page of this off-campus access to e-resources. This is basically the desktop version. So since I have my own login credentials, that is the user ID and password, I have just provided my user ID and password in the search box. And once I'll be signed in, it will redirect me to the next page. So this is the home page of our off-campus e-resource access, remote access to the e-resources. So there are a lot of you can see a lot of icons are there already, which we are subscribing to. Like, you can see ACM Digital Library, Cambridge ebook collection, Oxford University Press, Sage Books. All these information resources are subscribed by the Central University of Kashmir. And if you are interested in any of the database, depending on your area of interest, you can click on that icon, and it will redirect you to the publisher's platform as an authenticated remote access user of Central University of Kashmir. And I'll just give you some, demonstration with regard to some useful databases in your field of, research, like with regard to botany, zoology, and biotechnology. And similarly, the search interfaces of these databases is almost same, but I will just take some major databases, and I will let you know how to search these databases, right? So I'll be just begin with, like I said, once you will click on any of the database, any of the mm, uh, icon of the database, you will be redirected to the publisher's platform, right? So I'll just show you how to, make use of this Wiley online library, or how to search this Wiley online library. This is one of the database that we are subscribing to. We are subscribing to major journals from the Wiley online library. Again, it's a brand name in the publishing industry, a brand name in the scholarly publishing. It's a leading publisher, right? So at the top, you can see CUK logo is there. It means that you are access is provided to you by Central Library, Central University of Kashmir. At the center, you can also see this is the search bar of the Wiley online library. You can make use of this search bar if you want to search for a particular item. You can make use of this search bar using, if you remember the name of an article, or you can give some keywords or key search terms that have been derived from the topic, or you can give some other terms like by ISSN number, if you remember, or by name of the journal, like that, right? So this is the main search bar. Like I said, if we talk about the keywords, let me tell you, it's important. If you want to get relevant results, if you want to get better results, you should always, formulate a search strategy. That is to make appropriate, you make use of appropriate and significant key search terms, or keywords while conducting the literature search. And these keywords can be derived from the topic. You do not need to, copy paste the whole topic in the search bar. Rather, you have to derive some keywords from the topic so that you can get relevant results. So it's always advisable, whenever you search, whenever you do some kind of a search, please make use of appropriate search terms or keywords. Never ever just search the whole topic. Rather, derive these keywords from the topic which you are looking for, right? So this is the main search bar. You can use the search bar to search, to search this entire Wiley library page. But also you can browse by subjects, right? We have different subjects available over here. Like if I'm interested right now, I'm interested in the subject of life sciences, I can go to the subject life science, and under the life science you can see the sub disciplines like general life sciences, anatomy and physiology, cell and molecular biology, ecology, evolution, plant science, zoology and animal science. So it depends on you what you want to search. It depends on your area of interest, what you want to search. So by clicking on any of the icon, it will redirect you to that page, right? So coming to the next, suppose right now I'm interested in the subject plant science, and in plant science I'm interested in plant cell biology. So once I will go to the subject plant site, it will redirect you to me some other topics, like subtopics like plant biochemistry is there, plant pathology is there, plant cell biology is there. But right now my interest is with regard to cell biology, right? So once I click on the cell biology, so this is screen that will appear. This is the basically interface that will appear on my screen right now. I can see the biology of the cell is available, like Cell Biology International is available, and at the left hand side you can see many filters are available, because you should make always use of these filters, because it will narrow down your search results, and you will be able to get much more relevant results, right? So applying these filters, like right now I have applied the filter plants and biology, I can apply other filters as well in order to refine my search, right? I can go by publication type, like I want to confine my search to journals only, or I want to confine my search to books only, or even I can go for the publication date as well. I'm just telling this database, no, I want publications that have been published during the last 6 months, or during the last year, or during the last 2 years, right? So talking about this cell biology and international reports. So right now I'm interested in this. If I click on this, because since it is available in an open access mode, open access simply means that is freely accessible online to every reader, right? So even if it has not been subscribed by the your institution, it will be accessible to you since it has been published in an open access mode. So right now you can also check the cell biology and international reports, right? And you can also filter your search or narrow down your search by subjects. Like you want to confine your search to chemistry, earth science, environmental sciences, life sciences, or source title as well. Like I want to confine my search. What like I'm interested in this particular journal, like biology of the cell. I am telling this that I require this item that has been published in the biology of the cell. So by this, you can further narrow down your results. Right. So next is that right now I'm interested in the journal of integrative plant biology. Once I will click on this, at the top you can again see that full access is available. Again, full access is available. It means you can have access to the articles that have been published in this journal, right? Journal of integrative plant biology, and there can be thousands of volumes or hundreds of volumes available in this journal, and you can have access to different volumes and different issues and different articles, right? So this is full access. You can see Journal of Integrative Plant Biology and New Phytologist, right? So once I will click on any of the journal, it will redirect me to the journal page. And also you can search this database using the search term or key terms. Like I said, you can give your search term or key terms at the top or at the center of the search box. Like right now I have given this term animal physiology. Right now I'm interested in the topic animal physiology, so I want to see what are the various articles or chapters or content that is available on animal physiology, right? So once I will give the search term animal physiology, these are the articles and the chapters that appeared on my screen, right? But I'm right now also applying some kind of a filters. Like first filter is that I'm telling this database that all the open access content that is available in this, in this database, please make those open access content available to me. And further I'm just narrow down my search. That is, I'm just confining it to the journals, that open access content. Next is the journal, right? I want only journals, not books or chapters or something like that, right? So coming to the next, like right now I have just make further use of the filter, that is open access content, confined it to the journal, and confined it to the journal of fish biology, right? So whatever has been published in this journal, just make those articles available to me. So these are the kind of filters that you can make use of, right? So while giving this search term, that open access content and journals or journal of the fish biology, all the open access content, all the open access articles will appear on your screen. At the top, you can see this is an open access article. This is again an open access article. You can just, by clicking on any of the article, it will redirect you to the to the article page. So this is basically the article page. I was interested in this is the Journal of Fish Biology, because I had already confined my search to the Journal of Fish Biology, and right now I'm interested in this topic. So this article, once I will click on this article, you will be able to read that article online, or you will be also able to download this article, because this download option is available at the top right corner. You can see the arrow down is there, and with the help of this arrow down, you can just download this article on your laptop or on your mobile as well, right? So similarly, you can look for other search terms that may of your depending on your requirement or your area of interest, right? So this is how you can search the Wiley database, right? So apart from that, we do have another database with us, that is Taylor and Francis database. Again, leading database in the field of this scholarly publishing, a global database. It's a global database. So this is again the search bar. Like I said earlier, the search interface of most of the majority of the databases, academic databases is almost similar, and it's very user friendly. It's very easy to navigate through these search interfaces. Right, again at the middle you can see the search bar is there. You can enter your keyword, you can enter your search word, you can search this database if you remember the name of the authors, or if you remember the digital object identifier or ID, etc. Right. So apart from that, you can also browse the journals by different subject areas. Like you can see area studies is there, bioscience is there, medicine, dentistry, nursing, and allied health subjects are also there. So if I will click on the bioscience or medicine, dentistry, nursing, and allied health, it will redirect me to some other page. So right now I have also applied filters as well. I'm just telling this that first I have making use of the subject dentistry, nursing, and allied health. Then I have further narrowed down my search to bioscience. And in bioscience, I am interested in the research related to immunology, right? I want to, because I am right now I'm just making some assignments with related to immunology, or I want to read some articles with related to immunology, so I can give the search term immunology. Right now I have given the search term immunology, and at the left side you can see the again the filters like access type. There are two types of accesses: only show content that I have full access to, or only show open access. If I check only show open access checkbox, it will retrieve all the open access articles to me, and show content I have full access to, be it the journal, be it an article. I have full access to all those articles will appear on my screen. So I have checked this only show content that I have full access to checkbox. So these are the number of articles that have appeared on my screen. That is 9,946, and journals are 8, right? So these are the number of articles that have appeared on my screen. At the top, you can see this orange icon. This means these are available in an open access mode. That means freely accessible to the users, right? Because there are a lot of journals that offer hybrid open access journals. Like they allows the authors to choose to publish in these journals via the traditional mode of publishing, or through gold open access. So this is the icon you can see. It means it is freely available, freely accessible to you, right? So these are the articles that have appeared on my screen, and at the left you can see the subject wise: bioscience, medicine, health, dentistry, health and science. I can further narrow down the search, right? Published in, like, in which journals, the source title, it will tell you about the source title, publication date, and further you can modify your search. Suppose right now I'm interested in the topic immune responses to the novel coronavirus 2, right? So once I will click on this article, it will redirect me to the article page. So once you will once you will be able to to see the screen, that is, this is a review paper, immune responses to the novel coronavirus 2, friend or foe. So at the top you can see a PDF icon is there. It means you can just download this article, and again the full article, if you want to read this article on your screen as well, so you can just choose any of the option depending on your requirement. You can download the PDF, you can use this PDF for your research purpose, for reading purpose, but yes, you cannot share this paper on any other platform. At the top, you can see the free access. By free access, it means that sometimes in Taylor and Francis group, you will come across some labels. Some articles that have been labeled either through the open access or the free access. In free access, what they do, these articles are usually, they remain free to the users, to the non-subscribed users, especially for a certain period of time. It again depends upon the policy of the journal, that for how much time they want to make these articles freely available to the users. At the top, you can see free access. It means right now you have access to this article. But you can have full access to as well those which has been subscribed by the central library. You can also have access to those articles as well. So right now you can download the PDF of this article, and the right side you can see another feature is there, that related, related terms, or this related search. So this related search means, or related articles feature means that it will actually all the papers that your peers, that your fellow colleagues are already reading, or those maybe these can be a popular kind of articles in your area of research, they will also appear on your screen. So if you are interested in these topics as well, it will give you the suggestions, so you can click on these articles. If they are freely accessible, you can also have access to them as well, right? So another search database that we have with us, that is the Springer link, another leading database, another leading global database, right? So you can also make use of the above search bar in order to search your search your literature, or you can browse by discipline. There are a lot of disciplines available: biomedicine, business and management, chemistry, computer sciences, earth sciences, and life sciences is also there. Either you can make use of the above search box, that is, you will be if you make use of the search box, you'll be able to access the, search the, not access, search the entire this Springer site, or you can browse by disciplines. It again depends on your area of interest, right? So right now I'm interested in life sciences, so I'll be just confining my search to life sciences, right? In life sciences, if I'm interested in life sciences, I'm just further down, narrowing down my search results. I'm making use of the filters. It's always advisable to make use of the filters, right? So right now I have include preview only content. Don't check, keep it unchecked, because if you keep it checked, then all the articles that even you do not have access to, that will also appear on your page. So it's better to uncheck this. Then you want to further refine your search, that you are telling this database that confine my search to articles only. I just want to read articles only, right? No book chapters, no conference papers, no research reports, no reference. I just want to have access to articles only, right? So I'm further, I'm further limiting my search to discipline, that is confine it to life sciences, and sub-discipline. Further, I want to confine it, I can just tell this database confine it to biotechnology only, right? So confine it to biotechnology only. There you can see other sub-disciplines as well. If you are interested in microbiology, biochemistry, plant genetics and genomics, microbial genetics and genomics, right? And apart from that, you can also refine your, search by language, right? If you are interested in the articles that have been published in English language, you can also restrict your search. So you will also make use of the search, this filter English, confined it to this English only, not German, because I'm not able to understand or speak German, right? So there, these are the articles that have appeared on my screen, right? First article, that is correction to some other article already published, and next another, this is an correction to orthosilicic acid. So these are the corrections. You may also come across with the articles as well. If I'm interested in this correction, like you can just click on that article, or on that particular link. Right now I was interested in correction to this in vitro, right? So you can see the name of the authors are already provided there. You can cite this article, right? And the link is already given over there, since it's a correction to biological trace element research. So if you want to now have read the full article, since it's a correction, if you want to read the full article, a link, a DOI is already provided, like HTTPS. Once you will click on this link, you will be redirected to the actual article, right? So this is how you can search your literature using these databases. Another term I have given in this database, that now I'm telling this database, like content type keep article only, discipline is life science. But now, right now, I'm not interested in biotechnology. Now I'm interested in plant sciences. Same way, same search terms, like you can derive from the topic. You want to confine this to plant sciences, and all the articles that are maybe freely accessible, or that are available in an open access mode, or green open access mode, or subscribed by your library, it will appear on your screen, right? So study of this, download PDF. At the bottom you can see download PDF and view article. If you just want to view this article, you can click on this icon and you'll be able to view the article. Or if you want to download the PDF after reading the abstract, you are interested in this topic, you can download the article as well, right? So you can also search if you since I have confined it to the articles. Now if you are interested in books as well, to read the full book, you can also confine it to books, and whichever book is available accessible to you, it will appear on your screen. Right now I have just taken a screenshot of this handbook of pathogens and diseases in what is called as cephalopods, maybe yeah. So if you're interested in this book, you can see download PDF, book PDF. So you can you will be able to download the whole chapters. There are almost 18 chapters available in this book, and you will be able to download the whole book, right? So next is the another book which I or this is the article that I have downloaded from this Springer link. This is again insulin growth factor. Maybe I have given some other search term like confined it to the molecular and cellular biochemistry journal. This is the article that I have downloaded via this Springer link database only. And apart from that, we do have access to Taylor and Francis ebooks as well, right? Here in this database you can have access to many ebooks, and these all ebooks are peer reviewed books, right? You can rely on the credibility, reliability, and apart from that this relevance is there. So you can also search this database using the subject category or browse, right? So once you will be able to browse this a database, or you can go by the subjects, like a lot of subjects are already available there. So medicine, dentistry, bioscience is already there. So if I'm interested in bioscience, I will just click on the bioscience icon, or if I'm interested in engineering and technology or medicine, dentistry, nursing and allied health, I'll just click on that icon, right? So once I will click on that icon, right, I'm telling this database that all the books that I have access to, it means licensed content, please just make those books available to me. Filters are almost same. You can just make your search, refine your search by subject, or filter by the contents, open access or licensed content. Since these are the all licensed contents, the book all the books have appeared on my screen, right? So first book, the therapeutic properties of medicinal plants or biomaterials for cell delivery, etc. So right now I'm interested in this book, the therapeutic properties of medicinal plants. So once I will click on this link, the whole book will, you'll be able to download this whole book, or you can read it on your screen as well, right? You have access to every chapter that has been, published in this book, right? So by this, you can just download the whole book, and you can just read it online as well. So next book which I have come across is Research Methodologies for Beginners, and this is the research methodology for beginners in the field of biotechnology, botany, and especially life sciences. So this is a very good book. Also, this you have access, full access to this book. It means the chapters, all the chapters, included in this book, you can download or you can read online, right? So at the top you can see the download option or read online, right? Once you download, you will be able to save this copy in your laptop or in your mobile, right? So download option is there. Also this read online option is also there, right? So next database that we have with us, that is the Cambridge Core, that is the Cambridge University Press, database. So you can also browse this database. You can search for the books. You can search for some journal articles. Right now, I have given the term. You can see at the top already our logo will appear. It means again this access is provided by your central university, by your institution, by central library. Because if you do this do this search through your private connections, or through some normal search engines, like even you can give Cambridge Core, but again you will not be able to access these databases, since at the top you can see access is provided by our institution. That is why we encourage you to make use of the remote access facility, so that you will be able to access these resources, right? So right now I have given the terms search term animal cells in the search bar, right? So whatever content related to animal search, it will appear on my screen. But I have again making use of the filters, that I'm telling the access content only show content that I have access to. These are appearing around 304. And next is the only show open access. Those journals or those research articles that have been published in an open access mode, right? But now I am confining it to only show content I have access to. So almost 304 results are there. Then content type is available, both chapters and books. It will appear on my screen, but you can further, narrow down your results by if you're interested in chapters or if you're interested in books. So since I have confined it to only show content I have access to, then subject life sciences, not to other subjects, right? So this is the first book that appeared on my screen. That is Animal Ethics in Animal Research, right? So all the metadata details are available over here. You can see the description once you will click on the view description, and the topmost and the important thing is that you can have access to this book as well, right? So another book is already there, that is animal experimentation. So animal ethics. Once I will click on this book, so I can download the book, even I can take print out of the book, right? So this is the research ethics, animal research ethics. So you can have access to this book as well, or to all the contents of this book, be it even if at 2 or 3 or 4 chapters, you can have access to the full book, right? So another book that I have come across using this database, that I had given the term biotechnology, and I just searched within the full text, right? So this book appeared on my screen. That is, the publisher is again the renowned publisher, that is Cambridge University Press. Online publication date is 2012. You can see the various metadata details are already given, and the DOI is also given there. And subject, it pertains to the life sciences, maybe microbiology and immunology and biotechnology, right? And at the bottom you can see the references also given, metrics, contents, information. You can just go through the contents and download the contents, whole contents or chapter wise, right? So again, depends on your mm, requirement, right? Or you can read this book online as well. So next, you can make use of other filters like subject-wise, medicine, life sciences, statistics and probability, earth and environmental science, and other tags are already available. Or you can just confine your search to journals. Like you want this, something related to immunity, but that has been published in this British journal or nutrition only, right? You can just confine your search using these search filters. So coming to the next, that is JSTOR. This is next, basically this JSTOR stands for Journal Storage. This is basically a digital archive, US-based digital archive. This was founded in 1995, and the basic purpose of this storage digital archive is to, it basically includes, all the digitized, maximum digitized back volumes, back issues of academic journals. And nowadays it also includes some primary sources like research reports, journal articles, current issues of journal articles as well. So you can also make use of this JSTOR as well, that is the journal storage, a digital archive. You can have access to thousands of the digitized back volumes of the journals, as well as to some current issues of the journal. And again, you can just make your search using the search bar, which is given at the top, or you can just search, browse by subjects as well. So subjects like science and mathematics is there, developmental cell biology, ecology, engineering, science and technology, zoology, horticulture, botany and plant sciences, etc. If you click on the any subject, it will redirect you to some other page, right? So this is the results. Like I have given the term. Either you can just browse by subjects, or you can just give your search term. I have given the search term in the search bar, that is cancer cells. Now I want to see what has been published, or what is available in this JSTOR regarding the cancer cells. So I'm just telling this database I want to further refine my search. Only journals, not book chapters. I'm not interested in research reports right now, so I am interested in the journal. So the articles related to the cancer cells, normal cells, or whatever cell you search term you have given, it will appear on your screen, right? So this is the article right now which I'm interested in: the benefits of avoiding cancer or dying from cancer, evidence from a 4-country study. This is the article that I have downloaded from the JSTOR. You can download, you can print, you can, or even read it online, right? So again, this is a full text article. This is not an article that is available at the abstract level only. You can have access to full article as well, right? So another term I have given, that is confined into botany and plant science. So a lot of journals are appearing on my screen, that actor botanica, advances in economic botany, advances in horticulture sciences. So right now I'm maybe interested in, I want to see what has been published in economic botany, or my this my research is related to economic botany. I'll just click on this journal. This is basically a journal. Date ranges from 1984 to 2004, 2014, right? So plant cell, similarly I can give another search term, that is plant cell. I have given so basic no sorry, this is another actually database. This was the result you can just have from the JSTOR, like botany and plant sciences. Similarly, you can also, if you are a student from zoology, you can click on the zoology subject and you can see a lot of journal articles are available to you, right? So further moving to the next this database, that is dgruter. You can see at the left hand side DG is written. So this is another academic database available to you. You can also make use of this database by giving the relevant search terms. Right now I have given the search term plant cell, right? So I'm just telling all accessible content, be it open content or free access, just make it available to me. Document type, like you can confine it to article, chapter, journal, book, grade, older, last 5 years, etc. So since I have given the term search term plant cell, so the article regarding the plant cells will appear on my screen. So this is messenger ribonucleoprotein particles. This is cell culture. If you're interested in this article, you can download it, right? Or even you can just download the book as well. So next, coming to the next, that is the most important, that is the bibliographical database. Apart from the academic databases, we have also subscription to major bibliographical databases. That is we have with Scopus, we have with us Web of Science. And if we talk about these databases, these are basically abstract and citation databases, indexing databases. And if we talk about the Scopus is basically a largest this citation and abstract database that indexes content from more than 25,000 active serials, and these serials are published from almost more than 5,000 publishers. And using this database you can have access to millions of author profiles and billions of cited references, right? And apart from that, it is one of the most powerful, wonderful research tool that gives you the bibliographic information of peer-reviewed literature, right? And it's also used in university rankings, etc. You can just analyze your research, you can visualize your research, right? And apart from that, it provides you the comprehensive, worldwide, overview of the research pertaining to the STEM, like science, technology, medicine, humanities, and the social sciences. So you can also make use of this bibliographical database if you are, while conducting your literature search. This is the most powerful bibliographical database, like I said. So this is basically the search interface. Once you will click on the Scopus database, this is the search interface of the Scopus database. You can search, this database using three different, options. Like you can go by the document search, you can go by the author search, or you can go by the affiliation search. Suppose you are interested, you want to go for using author search, right? Suppose you want to see what has been published in my research area, or in which I'm interested in, or what my peers have already written on that topic. So if you want to conduct a search author wise, since I have given the name of the worthy registrar here, like last name, you have to enter the last name Zargar, or enter, I had entered his first name Muhammad Afzal, and I have given the affiliation name as well, that is Central University of Kashmir. I'm telling this database that I want to have all those publications to be appear on my this a desktop that is affiliated to this person. But since only affiliated to this person, and his affiliation I'm giving Central University of Kashmir. Maybe this person has worked some in some other organization, but I'm telling this database that I want to confine it to Central University of Kashmir, right? So with this database, you will be able to see what has been published by this renowned person, uh, using all the articles that have been indexed in the Scopus database, right? So once I will click on the search option, I'll be having like around 73 documents have been published by this renowned person, right? And all the 73 publications are affiliated to the Central University of Kashmir. Since you are, if you're a student of biotechnology or what you want to see, what this person has published, 73 documents, I want to see, I want to, access those resources, you can just simply click on the document 73 and all the documents will appear on your screen, right? Like I said, this is a bibliographical database. You can have access to the abstract level, you can have access to the citations, but in this database you cannot have access to full text or articles. But yes, it redirects you to the publisher site, it saves your time, it redirects you to the publisher site where you can just have access to that article right now. So these are the articles that have been published by this person, by Professor Muhammad Afzal Zargar sir. So you can suppose you are interested in any of the title or any of the research article, you can just first look at the abstract, like if this is of interest to me, if at abstract level you are satisfied, now you want to go for the full text article, you can just view at the publisher. By clicking at the view at the publisher, it will redirect you to the publisher site. So thereby saving your lot of time you do. And again, when it redirects me to the publisher site, you can see that this article has been appeared in Springer itself, right? Again, the Springer is a leading databases, it publishes only peer reviewed literature, because your literature has undergone through a rigorous peer review process, and after that peer review process your article is available to the wider audience. So it directed me to the publisher's website. Since this has appeared in Cellular and Molecular Neurobiology journal, and you can just see at the top, you can download the PDFs. But every time you would not be able to at the publisher's website to have access to the full text articles, because since this is a journal that is transformative kind of a journal, that it leaves or it is becoming to having all open access articles. So the article is available to you, you can just download the PDF. This article is available in an open access mode, so you can just download this article or read this article online. Similarly, you can just type the names of other authors or other faculty members from your respective departments you want to see, or you want to see the your colleagues that are just working maybe in some other countries, maybe US, maybe UK. You can just type this their name, and you can have access to their articles, to their publication, to their manuscripts as well, right? So you can have access to this article. Apart from that, this article, you can have access to many articles available in this journal, Cellular and Molecular Biology, right? So this is the Scopus database. And another like search feature is there, document. You can search your documents using the document search, right? Right now I want to see what has been published in the in the area cancer cells, right? I want to see what my peers have already published with regard to cancer cells, be it in India, be it in any other country, Harvard or any other reputed institution. What I can do, I can just simply now search using the document search. Earlier I had searched using the author feature. Now I'm just confining it to document search, right? So document search, it will tell you that you want to search with an article title, abstract, or keywords. You can keep it as that, and you have to give the search terms. Like I said, you cannot search the whole topic, right? So you have to give the search terms. I'm giving that right now I'm interested in papers related to cancer cells or carcinoma, right? So I have to keep my this search terms, key terms in inverted commas. You have to make ensure, because these inverted commas, this database takes it as a phrase, not as a separate words. So I'm telling this database, please retrieve all those articles that are related to cancer cells or carcinoma, right? So once I will search this database, I have given the search terms, it will be able to, give me some information. But yes, of course, you have, before that, I will tell you that all there are many filters available in this database. That first you gave the search term, that is cancer cells or carcinoma, or you want this database to search these key terms within the article title, abstract, or the keywords. But you can further refine your search using the year option, that you want papers related to carcinoma, but that has been published in the year 2021 or 2020. You can just make use of the filters, or confine it to the life sciences, or even confine it to the document type, like it is article, review, research report, conference paper, etc., or source title. Source title simply here means the name of the journal, right? Or keywords, or affiliation, or even country. You want to see what has been published on the cancer cells in India only, so you can refine it by country as well. Like you will just make under the drop down menu, you can choose any country like India, or you want to see what has been published in the field of cancer uh, in USA. You can also make use of these filters. Or source type, confine it to journal, or conference proceeding, or books, right? So since I have given the term cancer cells, right, around 21,801 document results, right, appeared on my screen, because I have given the term, right? I have further, it would have, a lot of articles would have appeared, but I have confined my search, to cancer cells or carcinoma. Then I have further limited it to cancer research journal. I'm telling this, that cancer cells that have appeared in the journal Cancer Research, and further limited it to article. AR simply means article. I want access to articles only, right? And that too in the field of biochemistry, not to some other subject. And then further limited it to English language only, right? So I'm telling this database, confine it to cancer research journal, then article level only, and English language. Don't just provide me with the results that have been written in some other kind of a language. So this is the interface you will come across, and around 21,801 document results are there. It means you can have access to 21,801 these articles at the abstract level. And when you go at the publisher's website, it will redirect you to the publisher's website. You can just check if it is available to you. If not, you can just contact your library for that, right? Also, and you can just analyze your search results. It will show you all the abstracts, or even you can download. Who have cited this, you can come to know about the authors, who are the authors of this title, year, source, and cited by, right? So this is how actually Scopus works, right? Just make use of this database, because science students are making use of this database quite good. And science students usually, and scholars, they usually have their publications in good indexing databases, like we talk about Scopus, even Web of Science, or PubMed, right? So you can just make use of databases. You can see the literature, what has been published by your fellow colleagues, what has been published by your peers, etc. Same as the search interface of the Web of Science. It is another abstract and citation database. You can also make use of the Web of Science as well. Filters are almost same, and it is almost same, right? So coming to the next, that is the JGate. This is basically JGate. By JGate, it basically acts as a gateway to e-journal, global e-journal content. They basically, it's again a bibliographic database. It will not provide you the full text articles. Rather, it can give you the articles, access to the articles at the abstract level, and it can redirect you to the publisher's website. And this is basically actually Central University of Kashmir. This through this JGate we are also offering, interlibrary loan service through our, when you need, actually articles, when you require articles that are not subscribed by our university, that are not available to you through our subscriptions, you can search this database as well, this bibliographical database as well, right? So almost, it indexes content from more than 58,000 journals. So you can just now imagine how many articles are indexed in this database. Suppose I'm looking for a topic or a title, introducing the black male adult learner success theory, right? I'm in need of this article, but when I am just searching this article using my subscribe database, again it is telling that this article is not available to you since your library has not subscribed to this article. Now I can just just see this database whether this article is indexed in this database or not. I will just simply take that title, just paste the title in the search bar, or I can make use of the advanced search where I remember, if I would remember the name of the journal article, or the name of the journal, or the name of the manuscript, right? So right now I'm making use of this middle search bar. I'm just taking this title, introducing the black male adult learner success theory. Once I will click on this, it will just give me the search results, right? So introducing the black male adult learner success theory, the topic can be any, anything which is of your interest. So it will provide you with some metadata details like author email, affiliation, source, ranking type, and keywords as well. And at the right side you can see request article. Once you will request article, once you will click on this request article, you are requesting the Eschotz in the consortium, or you're requesting your librarian just to make this article available to you. Once you will just initiate the request process, your library will simply send this article to you via email, even if we have don't, subscription of this article. Through interlibrary loan service, we can just provide you this article as well, right? So like I said, it almost indexes from content from more than 58,000 or 60,000 peer-reviewed literature, right? So you can search this database as well. And apart from that, we have also provided some links to our open access resources, virtual library resources, right? And among that is the DOJ, that is the Directory of Open Access Journals. The databases which I was talking about, these are all subscription-based databases, right? These are subscribed by your university, by your central library, right? So apart from that, we do have access to, to open access journals. Like I said, open access simply means the content which is really accessible to the users. And again, these open access journals contain articles that are peer reviewed, that have gone under through peer review process. And one such is that directory of open access journals. This directory of open access journal indexes almost 16,340 journals in various subject areas, in various fields, and around 11,749 journals, those without article processing charges, right? And that too from top 126 countries and in 80 languages, right? So using this directory, you will come across so many open access journals where you do not have to pay anything, where your library doesn't have to pay anything. And all these open access journals are peer reviewed, peer reviewed. So you can rely on these journals. Tomorrow you can publish in these journals as well, or you can just read the articles from this journal as well. So this is basically a directory, an online directory. It will just provide you with the list of journals. And apart from the journals, it will also provide the links to the main website of the journal. Since it's a directory, you will not have access to the full article. But right now, you can see the search bar is there. Two search bar are there in all fields, and you can enter your search term here. Suppose I'm interested in the journals in biotechnology or biosystems. I will give the term search term biotechnology, or if I am from the plant sciences subject, I can give the botany or plant sciences, or I can give the term zoology or maybe animal science, whichever is relevant to you. And right now, 100 indexed journals are available via this directory of open access journals. So you can see journals without article processing charges, those journals that do not charge their authors. You can just choose any of the options, or subject you can just further narrow down your results. So right now I'm interested in the about your journal, that is plant biotechnology journal. Now I want to access the contents of this journal, because there can be many volumes, there can be many issues available in this journal. And right now, if I have to access this journal, I will simply click on the website, right? Once I will click on the website, or I can read, the Plant Biotechnology Journal, the brief description about this journal. If this journal, I think that this is of interest to me, I can just click on the icon website, and it will redirect me to the what? To the publisher's website. And you can here see that this Plant Biotechnology Journal, like I said, it's an open access journal, freely available, freely accessible. There are no access restrictions. And again, you can see that this open access journal is a journal from one of the reputed database, that is Wiley Online Library. So again, you can, just rely on this journal. You can have access to the articles in this journal. And again, you can see the impact factor of this journal site score, and you can see, like, yeah, you can rely on this journal. And using this plant biotechnology, you can have access to so many issues and so many volumes, and thereby you can have access to lots of articles as well, right? So another important database that we have with us is DOBE, like I said, Directory of Open Access Journals, that will provide you the list of the journals, right? Articles. And same way, we have the Directory of Open Access Books. And this Directory of Open Access Books, contains around 41,813 indexes, 41,813 academic peer-reviewed books from around 614 publishers. You can search this Directory of Open Access Books as well, because during this pandemic, it's very difficult for you to access the physical, library to for print resources, for print books. So you can make use of this directory as well, or you can just search our Taylor and Francis ebook collection, or Cambridge ebook collection, or this is the collection that is freely accessible to each and everyone, and they have got the good licenses as well, Creative Commons licenses. So you can access these books as well, right? You can just enter your search term in the search bar of the DOBE, right? Once you give any search term, right, or you can just browse by subject. Right now, I'm interested in the subject biochemistry, right? I will give the term biochemistry, or browse by subject biochemistry, and the related books, or maybe something will, related to my search term. It will appear on my screen. Like, this is the alternatives to animal testing. This is the book available, right? If I will click on this alternatives to animal testing, so I'll be able to, links are already there. I'll be able to, download the whole book, So this is actually the book I have downloaded in my system. That is the chemical biology. So this is just a screenshot. This is just a sample. You can just modify your search terms as well. At the top, you can see the download option is there, and the print option is also there, right? So you can have access to the open access books as well. That is again peer reviewed books, right? So apart from that, another this open access thing which is available to you, that is EPG Pathshala, postgraduate Pathshala. This is basically an initiative of the MHRD under its national mission on education through ICT, and it's now currently being executed by the University Grants Commission. And you can again, if you are in need of some kind of a material, particularly, this database is very much useful to the postgraduate students, especially, right, who are the beginners, mm, and for entry level PG students, I can say. And you can see a lot of courses have been uploaded already, and subjects are already given, and different kind of modules are available, like you can have access to e-text, text, content or video. These are available. Your this information resources are available in video format as well. And lot of subject areas you can see over here, that adult education, architecture, biophysics, Buddhist studies. And you can just look for the subject that is of your interest, right? You can see here, botany is already given 176 courses have been or articles have been uploaded. Similarly, you can go for the biotechnology, or you can biochemistry. You can search these subjects. Once I will click on the biotechnology, suppose I have given the I'm interested in biotechnology, I'm a PG student, I'm interested in animal cell biotechnology. I can just click on this paper, like I'm interested in this paper, animal cell biotechnology, and in this paper I'm interested in learning basic principle of animal cell biotechnology. So once I will click on this, because drop down menu is already there, under this drop down menu a lot of options will appear on your screen. So since I'm interested in animal cell biotechnology and basic principle of animal cell biotechnology, this is the e-text that will appear on my screen. You can download this e-text, or you can just go for the self learning e-text. You can just go for the self learning. By self learning, I mean to say a video will appear on your screen, a YouTube link, and you will be able to listen to the lecture as well, right? So coming to the next, if you are just interested in reading articles on current affairs, so you can also have access to this economic and political weekly. You can have access to the commentaries on this current affairs contributed by social activists, political activists, and other academicians, leading academicians. You can also access this economic and political weekly, right? So apart from that, these were all open access, these I can say open access information resources as the subscribed information resources. How you can search basically these information resources, how you can get the more and more relevant results, and how you can just save your time, save your precious time. So apart from that, we have also access to writing assistance tools, and one of the good writing assistance tool that we have access to, that is Grammarly. This Grammarly is basically a software. We have a subscription to premium version. Actually, the version which will appear on your browser, that is basically a basic version. But if we are just making use of the premium version, and because of this tool, writing assistance tool, you can just make your text, make your assignments, make your projects, make your research papers grammatically correct. And there will be less errors with regard to the grammar, like with regard to punctuations, with regard to commas, or with regard to sentence structure. So this Grammarly tool is also available to you. Simply you have to get an user ID, which you can just get from the central library. You can just drop an email to my fellow colleague Dr. Tariq Ahmed Shah Sahab. He will just give you the link to this Grammarly tool. Once this link will get once you will get this link in your email, you will be able to download this Grammarly software and integrate with your word processor. It's a very user friendly tool. Once you will integrate it with your word processor, whenever you write text in your word processor, it will give you recommendations, it will give you suggestions, it will give you good suggestions. Okay, the sentence is not grammatically correct, it will give you some suggestions how to make it grammatically correct, where to put commas, where to put inverted commas, where to put semicolons, something like that. And it will also give you some recommendation with regard to the synonyms, close related or near synonym related tools, terms as well. And you can also integrate this Grammarly tool with your Gmail as well. Once whenever you write an email to anybody, it will also make your text grammatically correct, error free, right? So this is the tool available to you as well. Apart from that, we have also subscription to anti plagiarism software. This software plagiarism tool is basically we are subscribing to is, that is Turnitin. What plagiarism, when we talk about the plagiarism simply means you are copying, you're stealing someone else's text, work, or ideas, and pretending that as if it is your brainchild, right? You are not crediting, you are not citing the actual author, you are not crediting the source actually. So in order to check your in order to check your information, or in order to check your manuscripts, whether these contain the original ideas, or it is not a cut copy paste work, we do have some software available to us, that is Turnitin. Basically this Turnitin, it allows the researchers to compare the text of their manuscript, the text of their paper, to major massive databases, just to ensure that your research work is original, that even if you have copied and pasted it, you cannot simply go for the copy paste, and you will not, you won't be allowed to copy paste the work, and then you're not allowed to just copy paste the work, and you are not crediting the source actually. It simply means you are stealing the ideas. And in an academic publishing, it is also known as theft. So it can be a, it's a theft, basically it's a stealing, so it doesn't sound good to the ear. So always make use of this software whenever you are done with your assignments, whenever you are done with your research writing, even you are writing a normal literature review chapter or normal background chapter, try to pass that chapter through this software, so that it can show you the similarity where you have copied this text, actually. So in order to make your text, original, in order to make your text good, you need to pass your thesis, you need to pass your assignments through this software, and all the passwords are lying with the your supervisors. If you're a PhD scholar, or with your faculty, respected faculty members, you can just check your thesis and or project works using this Turnitin software. So plagiarism, you should not encourage this. It's a serious kind of an offense in an academic publishing, and it can lead to various penalties, it can lead to very severe punishments as well, right? So whenever you are quoting someone, whenever you are writing someone's piece, and whenever you are quoting someone in your research, try to always give credit to the source, try to give credit to the author, right? And even if you are just, you can go for, be it deliberate plagiarism, unintentional direct plagiarism, mosaic plagiarism, whatever kind of a plagiarism it is, it can lead to penalties. So make your text original. Even I encourage students, PG students as well, just try to be very original in your writing. Whenever you are just consulting research papers, or consulting some print books, try to jot down something on your piece of paper by using your language, right? Even if you are using your language, don't forget to cite that source, right? So if you are not citing that source, it means you are plagiarizing that, right? So for that, we do have Turnitin as well. So next we do have interlibrary loan services. Like I told you about the article delivery services. Suppose you will come across some kind of article that has not been subscribed by our library, you can search that JGate as well. If that is available in that, you can just request your librarian, and we'll make that article available to you as well. And in interlibrary loan service, we have also, you can sometimes request book request, interlibrary loan services also there. It means resource sharing. Basically this is a resource sharing. Suppose you are in need of a book which is not procured by your library. Right now I'm talking about the print book. Basically you are in need of a book that has not been purchased yet by your central library, and you can search for that book. Even you can recommend that book to your library, so that we can procure that book for you. But it takes some time to get that book, because procurement takes a lot of time, there are a lot of formalities there. But if you want that book urgently, you are in need of that book, you can just simply check, go to the again, go to our library website. Under the library website, you can come across an icon, interlibrary loan service. You can just simply click on this book request, click here to check availability first. When you just click on this, you will be redirected to our delnet page. Basically, this interlibrary loan service, this service we are providing through the delnet, that is developing library network. And through this search interface, you can simply search for that book. Right at the top, you can see the search box. You can simply copy paste the whole title of the book, so that you will be able to come to you will be you will come to know, is this book available in this delnet search interface, right? Suppose right now I'm interested in the book journalism, I'll just simply paste journalism, and same way you can just paste the title of your book. Right now I have given the journalism. This is the book actually I was in need of. I can see the various metadata details over there, like main author, area of responsibility, for format, call number. But what I'm right now interested in is the location code. I'm a student, I'm in need of this book, and the location code says that this book is available in JKUK, that this book is available in Jammu Kashmir University of Kashmir. So simply I will take the metadata details of this book. So I can give these details to my librarian, to the librarian, or to the library staff, and immediately they can request the University of Kashmir, or the location code may be sometimes a JNU library, or sometimes Bangalore library, or whatever library that location code may be available to you. You can simply request your librarian, and your librarian will request the organization that please make this book available to our user, and this book will be available to you even if it is not available in our own catalog, in our own library holdings. And you will be able to access that book for a certain period of time, maybe 20-25 days, and you do not have to bond any kind of a charges, any courier charges, or any kind of a charges your library is paying on your behalf, right? So this was also about the interlibrary loan service. It simply means a borrower, a user of a registered bona fide user, can access the contents held in libraries other than the CUK libraries, right? So this is all about this. Apart from that, you can also access our online public access catalog, and for that you do not have to be on campus. You can just access this online public access catalog using your mobile phone or using your laptops. All right, if you have a good internet connection. So online public access catalog, with this it acts as a gateway to our library collection. Suppose you want to see what is available in our library with regard to the print resources, you can simply type the name of that book. Suppose I have given the name education, and I'm just telling this that this education is actually the title of the book, and I'm in need of. Once you will search, you will come across the number of records will appear on your screen. Educational leadership, trends in higher education. Same way, you can just search the database for your own subjects as well. You can give the term biotechnology or any title you remember, and you want to see whether this book is available in our library or not. Without wasting your time or browsing through the shelves, you want to see whether this book is available in our library or not. Search this catalog, online public access catalog. Suppose this book is saying the status is available. If it is available, I can go to my library. Once the restrictions is eased, go to my library. Since this book is available, I'll just ask the circulation staff to make this book available to me, right? Or they can just help you with regard to the retrieval of this book as well. And you can see the member status by clicking on the member status. You can see how many books you have checked out till now, what are the due dates or something like that. Even you nowadays receive an SMS service, alert service as well. So thereby you can just check the borrowing materials against your name, and also check the due dates as well, right, thereby saving you a lot of precious time. So with this I conclude. Thank you so much. Any questions from the
So,
participants?
students, please go ahead. Scholars, go ahead if you have any question. because it covered a vast area of many things. So if you have any question, any query, you can go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Sir, how would we get the login ID?
Hello? Yes.
Ma'am, he's asking how we will get login ID.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have already dropped an email to all the worthy deans that please forward us the list of students containing some details like the name of the student, enrollment, his email or her email ID, and his current mobile number, working mobile number. Once we will receive this list of students containing these details, we will be able to provide you the login IDs, right? Since we have already generated login IDs of the Department of Journalism, Department of Economics, same way, sir, I request you, Dr. Abid sir, that you can just forward us a list of students. You can just drop an email to my fellow colleague, Dr. Tariq Ahmed Shah Sahab, because he's the person who's assigning these, user ID login credentials. Once we will get a consolidated list from your side, from your department, same as the case with the, it can happen with this zoology department, they can just forward us a list of students containing these details. So thereby we can just generate your login, user login credentials, and you will be able to access our e-resources.
Dr. Huma, I have one additional query over here. Earlier, you used to give it to only the scholars. Does it involve every student? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
There's voice break. Please, sir, repeat.
Okay,
I was not
okay.
able to hear you properly.
So I was asking earlier, you were giving the login ID of this access to PhD scholars only earlier.
No, sir, this
These
remote access facility is available, remote access facilities available to our bona fide users, be it PG students, PhD scholars, faculty members. But yes,
okay, okay.
the user login credentials with regard to this Turnitin, we only give to faculty members only and supervisors.
Oh, okay,
Turnitin
okay.
user ID is not available to the students.
Okay, okay. Any other students? Go ahead.
Can the students access journals and articles via the login ID?
Yes, you can, access our e-resources, subscribed e-resources using these login credentials. All the e-resources which I showed it to you, and those resources which are already available on that interface as well. You can check yourself, like Oxford University Press's journals are already available there. So you can, access these resources. If you find any difficulty in accessing these resources, you can contact me, you can contact Dr. Tariq Ahmed Shah Saab, you can contact any professional staff of our library. All the details are already provided on the library website. Like our email IDs, phone numbers, they're already provided on the website.
Is there any other question from the students? PhD scholars, any question?
PhD
Because
scholars, especially PG students, because PG students are not, acquainted with the e-resources. So please ask some
yeah, yeah.
questions. Make this, session interactive. If you have any kind of a doubt, please ask.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Actually, I had two questions. My first question is that do PhD scholars have access to Turnitin, or it's just the faculty members? And my second question is that if we once use Turnitin to, for example, check our research paper, is it that it stores our papers in the database and next time it shows like it's plagiarized or something like that, or it does not store at all?
Okay, so if you talk about the Turnitin, basically right now the Turnitin passwords are available with your respective supervisors only, right? So whenever you are finished with your chapter writing or with your thesis writing, you need to send that, that chapters or your thesis to your supervisor so that he or she can check your thesis for the similarity, for the plagiarized content, or better I can say for the similarity. Or you can also contact a librarian, library staff, assistant librarians. They can just check your thesis for similarity. Right now, students or scholars, we don't give passwords to scholars. But yeah, if you are just in in contact with your supervisor, thereby you can just check your chapters frequently. And what was your next question?
Ma'am, my next question was that if we check, for instance, and we put our research paper in Turnitin, or say chapter in Turnitin, is it that the Turnitin database stores our chapter and later it's more like that it shows that the chapter is plagiarized because we have already once checked?
Okay, so it's a very good question. In Turnitin, you will just come across so many options are actually available over there. Since you have not interacted with that software, so you won't be come to know. But there's an option that you want to store it any kind of a repository, or don't store it any kind of a repository. So we always make sure that your paper is not stored in any kind of a repository. So once we will just check that feature, once we will just click on that feature, your paper, your thesis is not stored on any databases. And if at all it gets stored by mistake on any kind of an platform, we request the Turnitin administrators to take down your paper, right? So that we always ensure that your paper is not stored anywhere. There is an option in the Turnitin that your paper will not be stored in the Turnitin database actually. So it will never show the similarity content.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the clarification.
Thank you. Any other question? Any other question from any research scholar or PG students especially?
Go ahead, students, scholars. If you have any question, please go ahead. So then I will present a vote of thanks. Again, Dr. Huma, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this is a wonderful session of 2.5 hours. We started it around 2. So it is already 2.5 hours. We had been busy with this exciting program. And more importantly, the excitement, even our faculty members, Dr. Shabir Saab, my senior colleague in the Department of Biotechnology, couldn't join because already there was 100 capacity was already
But
filled.
it was it's live on YouTube. It was live on YouTube as well. Link was already given there.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Acha.
no. He joined.
Okay,
He joined
sir.
there.
Okay.
What all I'm saying. So 100 participants. I was expecting 80 plus around.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
100 participants. Our faculty from Department of Zoology, Botany, and Biotechnology excitingly joined this alongside our PhD scholars, MSc batches of all 3 departments: Botany, Chemistry, Botany, Zoology, and biotechnology. So 100 plus few people were watching it in YouTube streaming, live streaming. So it was so exciting. Though I believe myself, there might be so many questions, especially to the MSc students, which you rightly said, they have not yet so much exposure having these online resources usage. They don't know. But having said that, I am so thankful to you, Dr. Huma. You can anytime, as you offered them the open, you can contact. They can contact you or Tariq Sahab directly if they have any issue with regard to using the e-resources. And plus, as you highlighted, we are spending a lot of resources from the Central University of Kashmir, and government of India is also from last 2 years giving more budget towards e-resources in COVID pandemic. So it was then important and touching the nerve of the today's library usage in the current scenario in the online mode. So I am so thankful again to you for spending 2.5 hours. More importantly, it was subject specific, made subject specific. All the journals, all the resources, all the web engines which are very relevant to the School of Life Sciences and to all the 3 departments. So they were all the journals. You went and showed them how you can get access. Though a little bit of exposure to the PhD scholars do exist there, but they might have also come across so many new things. So many new things, and still they will be in good touch with Dr. Huma and Dr. Tariq as well. For any help during this COVID, they can get easily your mobile number or things like that. They can get access it to. So again, my thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor again for starting this series of wonderful, exciting sessions, and what the registrar for facilitating this from administration point of view, and then our ITSS, Directorate of Information Technology in the Central University of Kashmir, Professor Ehsan Saab and his other staff members, Irfan Saab, Samir Saab, and many others who have been continuously assisting us in technicalities and making this program a grand success today, where more than 100 participants could participate. Even in the last 5 seconds, 7 minutes, I could watch 84, 89, 92 people. Just when you were concluding, people started a little bit leaving about, they were 85, 90, 92, but it touched even in beginning, even for the 2 hours, it was 899, 98, 99. So thankful to you, Dr. Huma, again. You deserve
So much, sir.
great appreciation. Thanks a lot. Thanks alongside you. I thank all the students of MSc Botany, second semester, then MSc Zoology, both 10th and 9th semester, then MSc Biotechnology, both 9th and 10th semester, then PhD batches of 2019 and 2022, 2020. We have 2 batches from both Zoology and Biotechnology department, though we don't have PhD scholars yet for the botany. I appreciate one and all of those 20 scholars which we have in Zoology and Biotechnology, alongside 80 students which we have in botany, zoology, and biotechnology as MSc students, 85 students. So I am so thankful, and last but not the least, to my faculty members who are so busy from morning, giving different lectures, 2-3 lectures each day, so they could make it a lengthy day. So thankful to one and all the different quarters of the Central University of Kashmir for making this a wonderful event. Thanks a lot, everybody.
So much. Thank you so much, sir. Stay safe, stay blessed, all.
God bless you too. God bless everybody. Stay safe, everybody, every student, every scholar, every colleague. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir.